Straight ahead on 12 News, a Robbinsdale Middle School student in need of a lift. We'll look at efforts to provide this student with a special ride. Then, the latest trends in home building as seen on the Parade of Homes tour. But first, charges filed in the shooting incident outside the Brooklyn Center Wal-Mart. 12 News starts right now. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Renslow.
And I'm Mike Johnson. Brooklyn Center police have made 2 arrests related to last week's shooting outside Wal-Mart.
The shooting set off a chaotic scene and resulted in the store closing for one night. Now we learn the shooting was the result of a gang dispute. The shooting happened last Tuesday evening after 2 groups of people started to fight. Video surveillance showed gunfire exchange between the 2 groups in front of the store. One of the suspects was seen chasing another through the parking lot and continuing to fire shots. Charged in the incident is 22-year-old Richard Taylor of Brooklyn Park. He faces 3 felony counts, including assault with a dangerous weapon. Also charged is 22-year-old Jamie Thompson. He was shot in the leg during the melee. Police found him lying on a bench outside the store. Brooklyn Center police are continuing the investigation and could make additional arrests.
A motorcyclist killed Sunday evening on Highway 169 is identified as a 22-year-old New Hope man. According to the State Patrol, Andrew Rogland was riding a Honda motorcycle headed southbound on Highway 169 when he attempted to pass a minivan near Rockford Road. The State Patrol says the minivan was in the left lane and Rogland was attempting to pass on the left shoulder. Rogland then clipped the back end of the minivan and was ejected. The State Patrol says excessive speed was a factor in the crash. Rogland was a 2013 graduate of Maple Grove High School.
North Hennepin Community College reached a huge milestone today. The campus opened 50 years ago on September 19, 1966. Back then, North Hennepin had about 400 students. Today, enrollment is more than 10,000.
The diversity with our community is reflected in the student body here, and I think people come here with the idea that the education is going to better their lives, and we know it will.
There were many prominent people on hand to celebrate North Hennepin's birthday, including Channel 12's Dave Kaiser, who was the MC of the event. North Hennepin had humble beginnings 50 years ago, but has made dramatic progress since then.
You think about how far we've come from when the first land was, donated by the Tessman family, and how much work went into it. Now we're here on land that used to be growing potatoes at, and now it's growing other types of futures.
North Hennepin President Dr. Barbara McDonald and Minnesota State Chancellor Stephen Rosenstone also spoke at the ceremony.
A company that recently moved to Brooklyn Park is now looking to expand its workforce. Metro Mold and Design is a medical device manufacturing company that relocated from Rogers. It's seeking state funding to help create additional high-paying jobs. Metro Mold plans to invest nearly $9 million to purchase and expand its Brooklyn Park facility. The company has about 46 jobs in Brooklyn Park, but plans to add 40 more after the expansion is complete.
This week, you can learn more about road work that will shut down part of Highway 169. Work is planned next year on 169 that includes repairing pavement from Highway 55 all the way to the crosstown. Another big part is replacing the 9 Mile Creek Bridge. That's where the highway will be fully closed in both directions. You can learn more about the project at a community meeting coming up on Wednesday at 5 p.m. at the offices of AAA in St. Louis Park. A Robbinsdale Middle School student is in need of a special ride.
Mario Williams has cerebral palsy, a condition made worse by an unexpected turn of events. Here's Sonia Goins.
You didn't want to give Mom a kiss?
14-year-old Mario Williams Jr. can't speak.
You give me a kiss, you gonna smile?
But his eyes tell a different story.
That's all you gonna do for me, smile?
2 years ago, his cerebral palsy worsened.
Mario!
After he got a brain infection.
Now he needs help with everything, dressing, brushing teeth.
His mother, Tasha Johnson, says Mario was more active before the brain infection.
He the only one that stays up, praise God.
And that you could hardly tell.
He be rocking and...
He suffered from the neurological disorder.
Mario was the typical boy that, I could do that on my own, Mom. You don't have to help me.
His favorite activity was going to church and singing in the choir.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Now Mario's voice has been silenced and his mobility taken away. He has 24-hour nurse care and is wheelchair bound. But the family doesn't have a lift van to accommodate Mario's custom wheelchair.
I'd be sad because he can't go out and be with his family like he always loved to do.
He's pretty much limited to going to school and cruising around the neighborhood. Tasha says having a van would open up new opportunities for Mario.
Like swimming therapy, trying to get him into more activities and to strengthening his body.
The family has raised $15,000 so far and still needs to raise another $15,000 for the van.
Once you get your van, what would be the first place you go to?
Church. I will take him to church.
Her faith is much bigger than Mario's condition.
If he in church more, he'll wake up and he'll be energetic and into church like he used to be. Because my son is in there. He's gonna get out of there.
Sonia Goins, 12 News.
Mario's family set up a GoFundMe account in hopes of raising money needed for the van, and we have a link on our website, 12.tv. Coming up, new trends in home building as seen on the Parade of Homes tour.
And then a little bit later in sports, Breck shoots for a big win over rival Benilde in boys soccer.
But first, enjoy the weather Tuesday. It'll be close to perfect. New home sales in the Twin Cities are up around 10% this year.
And if you are interested in what people want in a new home, the Parade of Homes is a good barometer. In this week's Business Matters, we head to Plymouth, one of the Metro's top cities for new home construction.
Plymouth is a great community. The schools are rated high. There's all kinds of amenities.
After more than 20 years of building custom homes, Meg Yeager knows what people want in a new home.
We found that a third of the adults their priority was community.
Community matters, and this new boutique neighborhood called Serenity Cove in western Plymouth features a private, quaint feel with woods and wetlands amid space for 10 homes.
And you can tour 28 homes in Plymouth, so this is very up-and-coming, hot neighborhood for Parade Homes, a nice concentrated area.
It's no surprise Plymouth is one of the top 3 communities for new home construction and in number of homes featured in the fall Parade of Homes tour.
We do ask our clients what they're looking for. So we design the space around them. Our models are reflective of that.
Meg Yeager's Mega Homes Building Company has this 5-bedroom, 5-bath Plymouth home on the Parade tour and on the market for $829,000. It features many examples of flexible space, a design feature prized as families look to use rooms for more than one thing.
And our great room is definitely formal enough to entertain in, but as you can see, it's family space also.
There's also the away room with its modern sliding barn door.
And it is truly away from all the family chaos. You can use that for home office, a music room, study room, many different options.
A so-called command center also speaks to modern living and what's hot in new construction with a device charging station, storage, and mail recycling bin. As the new housing market gains momentum, Parade of Homes style editor Katie Barr says the 3-season porch remains a popular staple from year to year.
People are looking for that indoor-outdoor space, especially in Minnesota. We want to enjoy the weather while we have it.
The Parade of Homes tour runs through October 2nd. Coming up, a fundraising walk perfect for pets and for people.
But first, Cooper and Armstrong play a football thriller that's decided in the final minute. John Jacobson is in next.
Cooper and Armstrong are back to playing on an annual basis on the football field. Their matchup this season featured a big turn of events at the end. Host Armstrong hoping to hand Cooper its first loss of the season. And it's a good start for Armstrong in this game. Isaiah Poster takes the pitch. He'll tumble into the end zone for a score. Armstrong up 7-0 in the first quarter. After an interception, gets the ball back for Armstrong. The play action pass. Nick Svensson to Poster up the middle, and he is gone. The Falcons play a good first quarter, and they are ahead 14-0. Cooper starts to move the ball behind their big offensive line. Noah Hill with a hole. He works his way to the 4-yard line before he's tackled. A 21-yard gain that sets up a heel TD. And Cooper's within 14-7 at halftime of this one. Both teams have good kickers, and Cooper's Eddie Ogamba with a 31-yarder in the third quarter pulls the Hawks within 14-10. Late in the game, 4th and goal for Cooper, and the pass is knocked away here. And it looks like this could be the clinching stop for the Falcons. But Cooper gets the ball back. And watch this one. Cameron King threading it between defenders to Phoenix Sproles. And he goes 41 yards for the touchdown. Cooper takes a 16-14 lead with just 20 seconds left. And Sproles isn't done. He intercepts a Svensson pass to seal the win for Cooper. And afterwards, he talked about the clinching interception.
It was just a play I just made in the air, interception. I looked at the quarterback for a split second, saw him look down the field toward his receiver, Isaiah Poster, and I knew it was going to him because he's their best receiver so far. And I just jumped it, and I caught it over him, and it just was mind-blowing. It's amazing.
The guys on the Wayzata football team know how Armstrong feels. The Trojans saw a lead disappear as well. Highlights from the second half of their game against Prairie Lake. Trojans were up 14-9 into the fourth quarter, but Prairie Lake's Jordan Johnson here gets around the edge and scores a 17-yard touchdown, and the Lakers are on top. After Wayzata turns it over, on downs, Johnson will go in for a 4-yard score, 22-14 Lakers. They go on to win 25-14. Wayzata's now 1-2 in the season. Hopkins on the road with a tough test as the Royals faced Eden Prairie. First play of the game from scrimmage, Hopkins quarterback Morgan Holmes hit from behind by Quinn Coughlin and fumbles. The ball goes into the end zone, and linebacker Dana Anderson falls on it for a touchdown. Eden Prairie leads 7-0 15 seconds into the game. Later in the first quarter, Graham Teal with a big hole up the middle. And the Eagles running back goes 57 yards for a touchdown. Eden Prairie adds a field goal, and they lead Hopkins 17-0 after one. First play of the second quarter, tight end Clayton Witherspoon wide open and takes this pass from Blake Matson 50 yards for a touchdown. The Eagles lead at 24-0. Junior running back Solo Falanenko adds a 23-yard scoring run for Coach Mike Grant's Eagles. They lead 31-0 at halftime on the way to a 41-0 shutout of Hopkins. In Class A boys soccer, Breck and Benilde St. Margaret's renewed their Highway 100 rivalry Saturday afternoon. The second-ranked Mustangs hosting the Red Knights. First half, a nice through ball played by Breck's Eric Smits. Jack Johnson with a great play on the ball, too, chipping it over the goalie and in. The Mustangs take a 1-0 lead on the goal by the senior defender Johnson. Breck goalie Hudson Hecker helps preserve the shutout, gets this first half save on Benilde's Colin Segner. Still 1-0 into the second half when Smits picks up his second assist of the afternoon. A corner kick to Garrett Opperman, who's in the right spot to score. Breck wins 2-0. The Mustangs are now 6-2-1, and they will play at rival Blake on Thursday. And that's a look at sports for today.
All right, thanks, John. Now to Local Vote 2016, where two candidates are running to represent parts of Plymouth and Minnetonka.
DFLer John Applebaum is running for a second term in District 44B. He faces Republican Patty Meier.
Hi, I'm Patty Meier, and I'm running for state representative to serve Plymouth in the Minnesota House of Representatives. I've lived in Plymouth since 1976 and am employed in the insurance and financial services industry. My husband Don and I have 2 adult sons and 1 grandson. As a longtime resident of Minnesota, I know we've got a lot to protect. Our state is a great place to live, but faces some challenges that I believe require legislators with honesty, common sense, and the ability to compromise, to build solutions and to get things done. My goal is to listen, to lead, and to act with the will to do what is right for the next generation, not the next election. I respectfully ask for your vote. Thank you.
Hi, my name is John Applebaum, and I am running for re-election for state representative in my hometown district, which includes Plymouth, Minnetonka, and Woodland. I grew up in our community, attended Hopkins Public Schools, and live in Minnetonka with my wife Kate and our rescue dog Emma. When not at the legislature, I practice law at a growing firm in our community. During the past 2 years at the Capitol, I've been successful in delivering more money for our local school districts, championing critical funding for early childhood education, and creating the nation's first student loan debt tax credit. I ask for your vote November 8th because we have so much more work to do, especially when it comes to creating, building, and sustaining an economy that works for everyone and where everyone has an opportunity to be successful. It's been an honor to serve my hometown community, and I thank you for your continued trust in me.
Still ahead, a celebration of pets that can make a big difference in the lives of people.
We'll be right back.
Finally woofing it up for a good cause.
And this weekend was the Do Woofaroo in New Hope, which raises money to train assistance dogs. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl was there to capture some of the moments.
Let's go.
This is our 27th year doing the walk to raise money for Can-Do Canines. We're hoping to raise $50,000 today, which is enough to train 2 more assistance dog teams. We've got 160 people who are waiting right now, so it's really important to get more dogs trained for the people waiting. Many of them have been waiting for years for this opportunity, and it absolutely changes their lives. We train 5 different types of assistance dogs, ranging from dogs that help people who are deaf or hard of hearing to know about sounds, to dogs that help somebody with a mobility impairment to retrieve objects, open doors.
This is Dazzle. She is a 6.5-year-old smooth-coated collie. She is a mobility assist, and basically she helps save my life every day. I don't think there's words that are big enough for the word thank you. How do you thank someone for giving you your life back?
I just actually got Wagner last Friday. Helps me around the house with getting my remote and opening doors and pressing the call light and stuff like that.
Her favorite thing to do is to get me water. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Watch her tail wag. She loves this.
It means not having to depend on somebody else. It means not having to wait for somebody to get around to helping you, because the dog's there to help you 24/7.
Good girl, Daisy.
The folks who receive these dogs almost always are either unemployed or underemployed, or they're folks that just have a whole lot of bills because of their disability. They simply couldn't have a dog like this if they had to pay for it.
It's just an incredible program.
And then today, we're doing the Dog Film Festival, which is a big deal. Cats have had their chance. Now it's time for dogs to have their day. Unlike cats that just do stupid stuff, dogs do tricks. So there's a lot of tricks in there, but there's also some things that are just really curious about dogs. We want to make it so that all the dog lovers can really get in on it and enjoy it.
Cats versus dogs.
Yeah.
Man's best friend.
Yes,
right?
Evidence of that. That's all the news for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
And we'll see you back here again Tuesday starting at 4.